It does bring a little something out in me. I kind of like it, but they're going 5 mid right off the bat. And we'll see if it's the same ideas or if Chet has gotten something else cooked up.
That's cooked up. Seemed like Cryo was almost like waiting for it.
Yeah, the brim's gone. Useless.
And they're still sending for it on mid. The Prowler's first. But BCJ with the drone's going to get some info. He spotted 3 there. Understanding the fight's at their doorstep. They back up. They don't want the fight.
All 5 of XSET was ready to receive them there. That would have been brutal for OpTic.
But yeah, it's interesting though for XSET, right? Like this is where you see team personality come out, right? How many teams can you think of that go, yep, we're fighting. It's happening right here, right now. But they back it up.
Something to note from XSET's attacking half on Haven. They got every single first kill.
Wow.
And again, OpTic is one of the greatest defensive teams in NA. And usually they're getting 67% of the first kills on their defensive sides. XSET has stomped them in that regard, and once again they continue to lean in on that streak for their 9th in a row.
Yay, playing back yellow, starting to slowly rotate over. He doesn't have a rendezvous to get out. Knife, sidesteps it, and he's able to sidestep the first couple of bullets from Def. Ultimately, before Crash, he's getting all sorts of info. That's all it really is.
Yeah, it just gets the C's out, but you can't fight back into this now.
Yeah.
No wall to actually re-push this. So unfortunately, they're going to have to plant in a choke point, or defuse in a choke point. It's really impossible.
But they're going to try. They're going to swing out, and they're able to get the first. Gotten 2 for it. But BCJ gets the last exit, take the pistol.
Just trying to funnel around that wall. Yeah, they get 2 kills there, but eventually XSET's going to be able to play the time on it. Either way, well handled from them. They were slow on that approach and received OpTic well.
Paul, do you have concerns about OpTic's composition here? As far as perhaps retake attempts, or, are there any holes that you see that are glaring?
No, actually, I think their retake ability is really good. It's specifically, though, around Marved, right? I talked about that round. Yeah, they didn't have the wall, but that's pistol specific. When they have Marved up, those smokes are so fast. When XSET goes to this A side, that's something they have to be prepped for. So far, they haven't really had to show anything against that yet. And
oof.
Big dink.
That hurts. Huge.
Nice swing from
Traded right back. Yeah. Still on hunting. Finds a second. The flash timing is gorgeous. He gets in, gets a kill, gets out.
And that's all the way from back screens that Victor threw that flash. Oh, he's just picking them apart with his headhunter. And they might get their first eco win on the board.
I mean, I guess why do you need to win pistols if you've got Headhunter on the other side in the second round, huh?
Oh my.
Yep, that's 4. Has he fired 4 bullets? He's got 3 bullets left. He's gonna get the chance at the A. Steph on the other side, and it's so clean. It's so freaking clean as Ye gets 5.
That is ridiculous. From Ye, I need to know if he had another Headhunter bullet left.
I think he had 2 left.
2 left.
He had 2 left.
Yeah, that was 6 bullets, 5 kills. Unreal stuff from Ye.
One enemy remaining.
Did he shoot 6? He may have shot 5. That may have been a 5 bullet ace, which is criminal.
And that breaks the streak. I was just talking about the first kills, but even the round streaks that we've just carried over from map number 1. And he's got the Tour de Force online already. In the third
it's easy
round.
When you do, yeah, it's easy when you do that. You just needs to do that every round.
XSET with a mid-split wall. A lot of different things they can do with it. They section off the bottom side of orange really, really well. Crashes in an off angle, though, against Def, who always been buying a Marshall in situations like this. What an angle. I haven't ever seen somebody play in that specific spot. And it just works wonders.
Crashies has the attack band, and now the one weapon that XSET had, aside from pistols, has fallen. And it's not really in a position to recover. I don't know that they want to anyway. As they turn their gaze to A. to get through all this Viper utility.
Delay
See
is
some
so
of this,
good.
yeah.
30
See some of this
seconds
delay come through from the composition. Look at that, the molly, the smoke right on top of it. Everything being thrown that way. Through that, they still got a fighting chance at this, and Cryo's pretty good with the headhunter too. Not good enough though. 43 in favor of OpTic. Now you've got the spike that you've got to consider. Marv is taking a good bit of damage. He tries to go up top, tries to go via the rope, and does. Gets the kills that he needs. Seconds left alone. And the Sheriff's not going to do it. OpTic are going to get to the defuse, and they're going to take the lead here early on ICEBOX.
I can't get enough of that Fernie on a zip line. Oh, man. Good round from OpTic. Good control on a situation that could have gotten relatively dicey, given the fact that Ye has an op in that round, right? He has a tool de force. He's really not somebody who can be a big force on the retake, especially if they're playing post plants. And he's so slow on the rotate as well. So they managed to hold on after Cryo gets that opening kill. The flashes from Victor have been phenomenal so far to set up his team. There was another example of it, setting up a flash for Marv to peek past that wall. Once the smoke faded.
Crashy's dropping that Han early on, and now the Prowler should spot Cryo. Victor wants to fight. He's already pushed up so far. Manages to drop back down.
For a second there, it looked like BCJ might be able to punish him, but no, they had the Viper wall up, used the drone to clear the backside of it. We'll have an execute on the backside of 410 here.
Cryo up over top. He's like a watchman. And now the spike, but it feels almost deja vu like what we saw in the previous round, but BCJ decided to get a little aggressive. He was okay with walking into the fire, and he gets burned for it. It feels like it was certainly a winnable situation for XSET, but this kind of got out of hand. He doesn't miss.
30
Right.
seconds left.
They don't
Well, they
have
managed
the
to
time,
get the
though.
spike. Yeah, they don't
25
have time to
seconds.
flip it.
All three are here. They have to get through a wall. Sorry, all four are here from OpTic. Cryo can still work his magic.
They're all tucked away back there. Cryo's not careful. He's going to get a couple shots to the back of the head. There it is. Def's in this 1v3, and he's going to get spammed through. They did well to drop 2, but OpTic gets to 3.
And that, again, by the way, was so much delay from Marv. That molly specifically, paired up with the Viper wall from Finesse, worked wonders. And it was actually a mistake because BCJ pushed through the wall as Def's flash went off, and he was full blind while running in this molly. You're going to see it in a second right here. That flash right behind the backside of Jen. And everybody's just getting owned in that molly. Plus the decay. Brutal setup.
Now off of that round going a bit sideways, XSET with a Vandal and a Spectre to their name. Cryo having the big one. No armor on the side of Aaron. While OpTic have really everything they could possibly want and then some. They have ultimates, they have operators. Got a little bit of everything. And they know what their first operator is! How does Ye land that shot anyway? No, Ye gets a second on a Cryo.
So good. There's one thing I've noticed so far from OpTic is they are optimizing the angles specifically. Yay, with a pixel peek into garage. Doesn't get the first shot, but knows that the head angle against the Sheriff is so hard to hit there because the box is above him. The crate's in front of him. So he just stays, knows he's going to get leg shot, take the second shot, and TP out.
Aaron going hunting, swinging around. He was able to take the damage and he took care of Ye, but ultimately falls. OpTic only drop 1 as they get to 4.
This is looking like a reverse. Right now, OpTic optimizing a lot of little things. XSET still playing well, though, specifically that last round before this one. The fact that they managed, after losing 2 people trying to get through that wall, to manage to get it to a 2v2 is impressive, to say the least. But they've got to get something going a little earlier in those moments. But OpTic is doing such a great job conditioning them to try to stay back. Victor, for example, pushing up on top of Belt in the round prior. Makes them have to be so careful. And they swapped Marv now over here instead of EA. And he has a lot of smokes to be able to put down on this one-way angle after he has to fall off of it.
Note very quickly, 6 ultimates, 3 on either side. So this round should be an explosive one. They have guns too. 1 op in play here in the hands of EA, but he's over at A. And Marv's still playing around this yellow.
Good for him to get off that after the fuel runs out here.
Yeah.
From Finesse, and now he could put down a smoke. Oh, again for the one-way, but he can't put down the molly now, and they should be able to get a spike plant here. XSET.
Gonna have to tank the first. They spam it. Cryo swings out. He's able to take care of Marv. Now you hear the Viper spit down. As BCJ's trying to second attempt here, try to get the spike down, and it gets stopped again. Perhaps the 3rd time's the charm with 30 seconds left. Do they recommit? Finesse has his Viper spit if he chooses to push up aggressively and try to overlap it. Or you can just be Victor, pop flash into the smoke and try to get the kill. Unfortunate that he flashes himself there. He had a shot at something. Yay, falling. Numbers in favor of XSET. As again, the 3rd time is indeed the charm. Cryo gets 4, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't clean, but XSET get the round.
They just push Marv off the position, ult it all off. And then somehow, XSET's still not able to plant here. Finesse gets the molly off from all the way back Snowman, not affected by the ult until later. So Def can actually close that angle.
Cryo got 3 kills and saw 1 person. And the 1 person he saw was like a split-second shoulder peek. That's all it was.
And we'll go fast towards mid here with a knife. And usually Crashes is haunting this. There's the toss right in the middle of everybody. 3 players shot there.
Certainly no question about what's on the other side, given the eruption of gunfire. Followed. You see the Viper spit on your screens, locking down B. This will be the first round we'll see the orbital strike in play here for Marv. See how he chooses to use it. They've delayed so much, and Ball, as you were mentioning on Haven, they like to fight to deny the plant, so you presume that it's going to be used there instead of in the post plant or in the retake. But we'll see.
Launching smoke.
Same molly put down, and XSET stalls a little bit.
Up mid. They're in. The shoulder's given. Yeah, just a second late. Has to reposition. Now you've got the Nightfall. This could prove to be problematic with the orbital strike right there. Cryo's in trouble. Yeah, Cryo's dead. Spike's still not down. Oh, there's still this dance, this 1v1 happening across the middle of the map. Finesse hasn't rotated over. Cryo gets res back up, and they have to spam through it because they understand that he's in trouble. Marv patient, gets the kill, but BCJ trades it back.
Still have the cross.
15 seconds left, just took 44. The Spike's still not down, and OpTic are getting the kills they need. 3v2 now. As it goes down to the very last second, they're burning the Midnight Oil, and Ye's not going to get the kills he needs. But Finesse, who's going to show up late, finds himself in this 1v1.
Second's getting a lot of information now from Top Nest that he's not coming from screens. So it's heaven or flank.
Quietly creeping this one forward. Spike taking. He's been spotted. He has to back up. He has to throw it in reverse, and Zekin cleans him up. XSET get the round.
What? Solid drone on the attack side from OpTic. So I think they've got to be thinking right now, let's clean up this half. Let's make sure we make it towards 8-4. And their confidence is getting shaken a little bit because really they're not. They're playing to hold the site with Marv as much as they can. And XSET's just playing the clock wonderfully against them down the line.
Subtle difference there from XSET. This time, the clearing of utility through the Haunt and the Prowler only shot by 1 person. Right? Stark difference from what we saw in the previous round. So you see some of those little things clean up. Now you introduce the doubt of what's on the other side of mid. The Tour de Force hasn't shot off, so you have no idea where Cryo's going. And he's creeping his way into kitchen. Trademark on the other side. He's going to have to swing all the way around here to get this shot.
Just have information. Oh, he just heard Crashes drop off.
And Victor may walk into his crosshair depending on which way he goes.
I mean, he's getting so much knowledge right now about what the rotation is actually happening. And he's calling it off, saying, let's go back towards A, because they're rotating over towards B right now. And Ye's still on the angle, though, so OpTic making an informed gamble.
He's going to have to find more, though. One is not going to be enough. They continue to push their way to A.
20 seconds, it
Finesse
might
is
be.
going to show up late. Hunter Siri pushes him off. Well done. Now with 13 seconds, Marvel's left back. 12 seconds. The Spike's still not past 410. It's going to be a foot race. They're going to have to go fast. They get it there. But Finesse and Ye still on the site. That's going to delay it enough, and the Spike's not going to go down. It's going to have to be a kill. Can they get it onto him? And they do. Cryo's a madman as he gets 4.
Everybody wants to be the person that denies the spike there. And OpTic don't leave any chance for themselves.
10 seconds.
When the win condition, it was clear. Look, Finesse is mauling from screens. Ye is trying to suicide to get that last kill. And Finesse runs into the back of sight. With 3 seconds left, Cryo gets that kill, and they've evened things up.
Prowler for a drone. Press mid and then be long. And Ye is pushed all the way down A. And they felt some of that pressure. Did they push into it?
Again, great angle, but they're doing such a good job handling any sort of aggression and the timing. They've now taken the angle from Marvin. Looking to split on this B site.
The split was leaving BCJ with the spike by himself. They're getting the kills that they need mid, but Crashy's once again left in a trap. 1, that's all it is.
Spike drop.
And Ye, who caused problems at the very beginning of the round by pushing into A, hadn't moved very far at all. I think he just has to save here.
And we've seen this story before on ICEBOX from OpTic. Might be a different comp, but Ye left alone. And in certain instances, Ye trying to make the hero play. Pushing and actually going all the way here. After going top belt. XSET handled that mid push so well. I mean, they got everybody down. You can see the X, by the way. Exactly in the spot that Crashes was playing earlier. Wasn't him. But handle that. Get the kill onto him. Get the kill top nest. Everything going their way on these entries. And it feels like XSET is the one dominating. Since Haven. And now they take the lead. The last time they took the lead, they didn't lose a round after that.
It really feels like it was, what, since the second clutch?
Yep.
In the first half, where we were potentially looking at a 9-3, all of a sudden it's 7-5, and XSET have kind of just been cruising since. Now OpTic here was concerned about money. They do have enough to scrape together somewhat of a buy. Light armor on 4 members, and a Guardian in the hands of Crashies.
I'll make this cadence so that they can get a second buy in the last round if all things go wrong. This is interesting. Pop flash. They just read it
way.
So well. How?
Just not fooled by anything OpTic's throwing their way right now. Aggressive wall to provide some cover, and yeah, Fade's gonna get a ton of info. What do they do with that? Once again, you see delay be the name of the game here. Now the shock dart for good measure, but Aaron somehow just spams through the box and gets Crashies. It just seems like nothing's going OpTic's way.
Not at all. Crashes with the gamble backside too, and this force buy. Not going to work out. They're going to try to save the guns again. And really, Doug, this might be OpTic's first compositional miss. I mean, I don't feel like I'm seeing much value out of Crash's Fade or Mars Brim right now. Outside of the couple rounds that they were delaying them on this A site. And it's funny because Valorant was talking about on the desk from his experience, you know, how difficult it is to go up against a team like OpTic where they can swap up things compositionally at a whim. And that throws the entire game plan out the window when that happens for the other team. XSET comes into this, seeing a new comp. And they're handling it so well. I mean, that smoke, for them to get that spam kill is such a good read, such good knowledge of the things that OpTic like to do no matter what comp they're playing. Gives me shades of those types of pushes they were doing on Haven, for example. That Cryo shut down a couple of times.
You see the two weapons that OpTic saved in the hands of Ye and Finesse, but Sheriffs, other than that. XSET have plenty of options. Note the Viper's pit too. Knife gonna get some info.
There's the drone. They're playing this close and baiting into Ye here. Finesse wants to get spotted so that Ye can take the angle himself, and they're going to fight right back at it. What a molly!
Nothing at all.
But are you kidding me? They read that again. The molly lands at their feet. Aaron literally kills one with it as he sprays them through. Yeah, they mess up the wall, but it doesn't even matter at this point.
The wall was a little shallow, but you're right. The two guns that they had are gone. Victor trying to find a timing, trying to flank around, and Zekin just narrowly missing it. But now that the Treadmark's been cleared out, he understands there's someone there. There are actually two people watching. They all know where he is. The last one alive. Prime Gaming Flawless comes through as Aaron gets 3. He was the hero that round through and through.
He's looking so good on this Viper, on this map. 11-5. I couldn't be more impressed with how XSET's playing. Look at this molly. Bounces off the wall, lands on both of them, so they're both vulnerable.
Clean. So clean.
And then they're lined up. It's just perfect, that round. A must-win here for OpTic.
And a potential for XSET to get him to 8-4 as they head into halftime. See the denial of this orb, or the attempted denial. Victor's 1 point away from having that man online, so you see the reaggression. For as much as Aaron was a hero in the previous round, this time takes a quick stroll to the second half. There's no spot to res him. I mean, Zekin has a res, but there's no easy way to do that.
And I'm shocked that OpTic there plays the same angle 3 times now that XSET's actually challenged. And you can see Def did not even care about the top of Boiler. He'll walk in. Again, abusing these timings. They're under Victor right now, and he spots them, but no kill!
That's a little bit of damage. BCJ down to 7 HP, and that's it. The orbital strike clears the site. Spike's on that play, and now you see that wall go up. It was just enough time. You see everything being dumped their way. OpTic refusing to put this round down. But through everything that they had, everything that they dumped, it amounts to very little. Yes, they haven't gotten the spike down, though.
Flank, though, from Finesse is huge.
Oh,
and they can't hear anything at that point, too.
You will not kill my ally.
As we talked about, Finesse is still on the flank. Ye with the operator, still causing problems. 4v3 in favor of OpTic. 13 seconds left as Ye drops down. The op doesn't land, but the Hunter Fury does.
Last player standing.
They get the round back, man. All the way down to the very end of the round. They do it again. OpTic get
what the difference in comp, the difference in prep. Normally, OpTic is super prepped on their opponent's map picks, knowing exactly what that strategy is going to be like. And it's no different here against XSET. They definitely knew what was coming. And it's a slow approach. Yeah, he's just working a pick over towards A, holding the flank. There's the Prowler to clear out the close bottom angles. But it doesn't clear the top, so you see they have to be careful still. They can't just rush through this.
which is something a Sova would perhaps provide a little bit more value on, right? The verticality.
Absolutely.
We see some of the delay courtesy of XSET, as they can play some of the same game. Look at that. That's so clean. The instant kill off of the Molly, the shock darts, the cherry on top. As BCJ tries to drop a second, and yeah, he pays for it with his life. But how much more can XSET find? OpTic with the numbers advantage. They've all taken their post plants as they retreat along. This is where we see things potentially get problematic. See the C, Zekin has to go forward, and he takes the fight, he wins it. How much more can he find? They have to continue to fight OpTic. They have to continue to go their way if they want to get this thing back. A 2v2 here. Zekin's so weak. Time not on their side. Cryo swings out. A 1v1. 19 HP. He's going to have to snap, and Crashies wins it out for OpTic.
What a save. A great round from XSET too, but you could see definitely there, OpTic with the idea to push a little bit further into sight, even though they don't want to plant further. But they punish the setup that Aaron and BCJ have going for them. That did get them that one kill with the shock Molly combination. But they lose 2 in the site, and then the post-plant hold is really good from OpTic. To break that wall segment immediately gives them the opportunity to deny that half defuse. And Zekin has to go onto the back. Oh, this is a quick push.
He's got
It's not a Marshall, but it's just as cheesy, if not more.
Definitely more.
Here's the Prowler. It missed!
No way! Oh, but he's not able to get anything. Yeah, Marved. Certainly worse for wear. Takes a good chunk of damage, but that's all it is. That could have been something. Now Cryo's position's been given up. No Headhunter antics this time around. BCJ is able to get 2 with this classic. Marved is weak still.
Yeah, he's taking the A site though.
He's taking more. Look at him. He's starting to push. Looking to defend
all the
his
way up
spawn.
in heaven as well. That's should be easy to clean up, but they do give up the 2 Spectres, and with the HP situation of Marved, it's not the greatest, but long range, Ace should be able to do some massive damage here.
He's already gotten an ace with this thing. This time it takes 2 bullets. A total of 5, and he only gets 2 kills. Can you believe that?
That's ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's fallen off.
Yeah, he really is. Washed.
21-7, by the way. They tie it up, and
yeah.
I really think that the B push that they're having success on so far is going to be something that they have to continue to have success on. Otherwise, XSET's going to start abusing. And at the same time, too, they have to continue proving this Brimstone pick. So far, what I've seen on this attack side is they're filling gaps that are usually left by the Viper wall or the Viper orb in combination.
Zekin, the lone soldier on A, plays a bit off site. It's tucked back behind the shock dart and the Molly. Victor's taking some damage. Flash, is anyone swinging off of that? Ness falls. Crashies does too. Victor not find the same fate just yet. You see things here for OpTic, they're weak. F taking the Molly, he can't even get it to half. This is where you see Grim finding some value, as you just mentioned, and now Marv can get a couple of kills. He swings out as he tries to get another, but he's not going to. Zekin with 3 on the round and the defuse. That's going to get him the res.
I'm scratching. Did they forget to buy in this round? Because I saw him with the classic halfway through. Didn't have the orbs for. Oh, he was trying to. Okay, he's saving for the op. That's okay.
One dead.
Molly good. A lot to take away from OpTic on that hit, but they were not able to get off of site. Marved, Crashies, sorry, not Marved, Crashies, Victor stuck in the middle of 410 there. All the utility kept him off their desired positions, and then he couldn't get back into it too.
Got an off duel going on here. It's Cryo and Ye both rocking it. Victor using his ultimate. There's no doubt about this one. They want to go fast. They want to go heavy towards A. And it doesn't look like there's misdirection. Crashies is already getting the spike down. They push into the smoke, and Aaron finds one on FNS.
I cannot use that. Take flight.
Now they continue to swing forward. Def falls. As kills continue to get traded, you saw two members from XSET playing off. So we have to talk about XSET tries, and there it is. Def brought back. Yeah, he's still holding down this plant, but how's he gonna get 4? Well, he's already done it once, so. But the flash, everything being pushed off. He can't contest, he can't fight back. Now it's Cryo who's gonna get one step closer to his ultimate off of the defuse. XSET, 2-round lead here.
And again, they just give up the space, let them plant, and then play the retake to perfection. We don't even get the op duel. Yeah, he's just not in the conversation at all in that fight, in the strat at all, until late in that round. Marv not able to close out some of those kills is definitely starting to be uncharacteristic for me.
Watch and learn.
And we're going back towards this B site. Last round, XSET put 3 players here. This time, only 2.
No op here either. Cryo's op is mid. But the thing is, he had the rendezvous set up to where he can quickly get back to B, and that's exactly what he does.
Yeah, not a factor opening up this round either. He's late with that op.
He's the only one with a weapon.
Do have the pit, but XSET does not want to give him the space anyways. They have 3 players here now. Crash is watching that middle.
Def and Zekin, there they are. Both close by. Flash creates some space, and Cryo's up top too. It's quite the trio to have to work your way through if you want to get a shot at this. There's Zekin, he's able to get the first. They try to run out, they try to get some weapon upgrades, but no, finesse falls too.
1 enemy remaining.
Yeah, that's clean.
That's brutal.
It will be found on the other side of this timeout. 3-round lead still here for XSET.
You want to play? Let's play.
As we get late into ICEBOX, you hear the tour de force used. BCJ getting some info with the drone. Yeah, he's spotted.
Right.
Marv waiting to see if there was anyone else going to push in aggressively. Nothing doing.
Got the Nightfall here, and the Orbital Strike. Sometimes you can get information enough to ult with the Nightfall, but you have nothing to keep them in place here, so gonna want to use that as a post plant. Especially with the Viper's Pit too. Here's the flash. They've just denied all of the utility. The wall is gonna come down, and Def has just put a massive wrench in the idea from OpTic. But they could just wait it out here. Okay.
Yeah, yep.
Def's gonna put a knife down, so that might delay them even further, but still 50 seconds on the clock. And XSET haven't done anything else on the rest of it, but they also haven't got this utility out.
Nightfall, I believe, only hit Def. And they had taken back Yellow, the Prowler, to try to follow up as Def gets all sorts of everything thrown his way. And there's a combo. Once again, we see the Orbital Strike with the Nightfall, but it's just not getting much other than space. That space for OpTic gets the Viper's Pit down, gets the Spike down too. And now the fight ensues. Crashies playing inside of it. Aaron tries to go hunting, tries to find something, not able to do it. 5v3 here in favor of OpTic. Steph still playing around outside of the pit. Finds Marv. How much more can he find?
Player standing.
Zekin's not able to do it. Def isn't either. Clean response out from OpTic. Off of the delay from Def. They weather that beautifully.
Yeah, I think Def wishes he delayed it a little bit further to actually pop that. Because there could have been a situation where OpTic was planting or attempting to plant the spike, and then the wall comes down. That would have been absolutely brutal. Either way, I don't think XSET's too worried right now. They're still in control. OpTic with some success taking that B lane early. And they're still, yeah, he's not leading the charge on any of this. He's the final point in the round. Oh, wow. Aaron wants to reactively put this down on the pipes, and he does. He gets it.
It was off of what, a brim smoke?
Yeah, after the brim smoke came down to push him off that angle.
Mm-hmm.
He just instantly ults. The other thing, too, is BCJ's dart got broken.
Fury. Early out from BCJ. My goodness.
He just.
I think so.
I mean, this kid is so good with that ult. I'm constantly stunned by how he gets value out of dry ults and all 3 lasers, regardless of the information he has.
It's like heat seeking. Look at that cheeky haunt.
It's nice, but BCJ just re-cleared it with a dart of his own, so
Yeah.
Crya's right back on that angle. Okay, nice sneak through, but here's the first challenge for BCJ here. He's been holding this angle from top kitchen the entire time, and Ye's leading the charge on him.
Spots one. Oh, and he knows it's there, but Ye's up. Mentioned earlier, he wasn't the tip of the spear. That time he is, and he's able to get the kill that he needs. Victor does too. Showing they have one ult of their own. Perhaps find some value. Aaron's still playing in it. He snaps out. He's able to get a second kill, and he's able to deny. Why is that word so hard for so long? 13 seconds left. Cryo's in this 1v3.
Oh, and they get the res. Thought for a second Victor was not going to get picked up, but 1v3, they've been so good in the clutch so far this series.
Cryo with the flash in his face has to back up. There's an operator just on the other side of Ness as Ye gets 3. OpTic and Brit
Been letting it through, but still have to close out here on ICEBOX.
Cryo has the light armor for Def and BCJ. I believe this is the first time we see Cryo go hunting here, go exploring down tube. Off of the dart. Waiting on the other side. And he was wise to it. Feels like he's the only one getting first kills on the side of OpTic.
He absolutely is, by the way. Ye right now is 5-1. First kills to first deaths. The rest of OpTic is 3-11.
Yikes. He's doing it himself as he plucks BCJ out. As it seems like a 10-10 tie here on ICEBOX is almost inevitable.
Crash is in trouble.
Unless they can do something about it. Yeah, Zekin and Aaron with a couple kills to get us back to 3-on-3.
He's got so much space to work with. He can catch rotates out. He might even catch Zekin right away. And he does.
He does.
And that's the A site clear. Does OpTic recognize that, though? They know KO's on the B site. They know Aaron's here as well. They should recognize it because Aaron just got that kill on the crash team. So they'll plant for spawn.
And they leave finesse mid. Aaron, though, taking the long way around. Perhaps make it a timing here. Finesse waiting for it. The flick is clean out from him.
Can he get away from
Def
Def?
in a 1v3.
He's got a spot that's hard to clear out for him, though, all the way behind this column.
Yeah. Here's him, swings out, tries to get the timing. No Molly on the other side, and perhaps he can find a window. It's timing of some sort, but it's not going to happen. We're tied up at 10.
And for the second round in a row, OpTic abusing this middle area with the A, and he's up to 30 kills now. And in prior iterations of OpTic, even as late as last season, I would have said mentality is something. What a shot, by the way, from Ye. I would have said mentality is definitely an issue for OpTic in situations where they go down unexpectedly, but they've fixed that. I mean, that narrative is gone out the window.
Yep.
And you can kind of see right now, with Ye leading the charge to get back in this game, the rest of them also coming online. Finesse, crucial kill. Marv, crucial kills there as well.
Def has pushed his way up forward so aggressively on this weird light buy, and they just want to fight for B main. Crashies and Finesse are going to have plenty to deal with if they want to win this one out. See Aaron's face for just a second.
Nice seize. Oh, it was actually a little short, so it didn't get anything done there.
It looked like it was going to hit all 3, yeah.
But they've walked onto the A site now, so they know that this is clear. And it should be a shooting gallery here for Crashies, although with a headhunter on the other side, I don't know if he wants to challenge entirely, which might cause them problems because the spread is good and they're going to have flank opportunities.
Ye doesn't have a trademark down either to open up the door for those flank opportunities that you were just mentioning. Aaron's already fallen. Marv with 73 HP. Looking for a second. Finds it. And XSET with the lighter buy. Spectre is a little bit of something.
player standing.
seemingly start to crumble. And Cryo's not able to do anything about it. OpTic, was this the first time all map they have the lead?
Yep.
I believe so, yeah.
Well, there was they won the Thrifty. Anyways, I'm not going to look back at it. They retake the lead. That's the important part. And now, 2 rounds away from winning this map. And you asked me if XSET this map is a must-win for them. I actually would go with the way that this game is going so far, albeit the last couple of rounds have gone really good in OpTic's favor. I would say before that, this map is a must-win for OpTic. Going down 2-0 is not something you want to do in a best-of-5, and the reverse sweeps are so difficult to pull off.
XSET trying to figure out what's going on here as OpTic explore the middle of the map. They have a trademark just on the other side. To the kitchen. Aaron's going to find everything he possibly wants, and then some as Ye plucks him again. Dash there with a great answer. Now the nade to delay. I wonder if they try to split under tube into B here. You've got Crash who's up in Cubby. Rez comes back and Ye finds another. He's marching his way towards 40 here.
He got the leg too, man. He's gonna find Aaron. Oh!
Clean shots up from Aaron.
Enemy remaining.
XSET got a shot at this thing. Yeah, they've gotten it down to a 4v1. Crashies is left alone.
30 seconds left.
This is such a key round here. And unless Crashies can do something absolutely insane, it feels like it's gotten away from him. Yeah, he's not going to do it. We're tied up at 11. Ball, a very quick thing to mention here. We talked about OpTic throughout the stage and how they haven't really needed to rely on pop-off performances. They're so consistent. They're so complete. I want to say this is the first time all stage that Ye's putting up a performance like this.
Yep. This is definitely his stage high so far. 33 kills. I think the highest, 29 against LG on split in that final week. So easily this stage high. And it definitely, shows what can come out from Ye in pressure situations when it comes down to making it to Copenhagen, but in Copenhagen itself. And a reason why this team is a championship caliber team.
Being down 0-2 in a best-of-5 would be devastating. Crashies gets a Nightfall online. Note, they've got the Orbital Strike in the hands of Marv too. Both times that we've seen those ultimates, they've been combined. Def with his ult though. Second swings out and he's able to find one. It gets traded back. The spike still down B long as the delay ensues. We've seen this exact round before, Bala.
Orbital Strike to follow. And they're playing in trappable positions here.
Yep,
Def specifically.
This time they have 2. Nightfall comes out. Def in trouble. No Orbital Strike yet. Marv, there it is. And now it falls. I don't think it's going to get anyone. They've been able to avoid it, but that's it. It's going to get the spike down. BCJ from up in heaven not able to find anything, as the rest of XSET isn't either. Cryo's left in a 1v3. He's got an operator. Marches forward because he has no choice. Victor playing up in kitchen, spamming through it as OpTic get to map point. Victor with 3 on the round.
Huge from him. With no Viper wall, they still managed to make that work because of the Nightfall Orbital Strike combo. They almost threw in a C's as well to catch BCJ. But it doesn't matter when Victor swings the pop flash, and money's still looking good on the other side. They're able to get 3 rifles and the op still from Cryo. It's glass cannon, sure, but at least there's a fighting chance here for XSET to bring this to overtime.
You want to play? Let's play.
Tour de Force online here. You see the denial. Aaron not able to get that Viper's Pit.
And that was close too. That C's almost kept him in it. Did he just grab it? No, he tried to sneak it, but not taking the risk. Orb's still there. Still could be a factor. 1 off his Viper's Pit. That could shut down any A push down the line. Interesting to see OpTic forego pressuring mid. That got them so much success. That got them back into this game after that one failed round.
But because of all of that success, you see that both Cryo and BCJ have to stand there to look. They just had to clear it dry themselves.
And the money does not leave any room for a drone, anything like that. I'm curious when Def uses knife right now. I believe he's already used the second one, so OpTic taking the timing right now. BCJ with his dart too. No information gathered. They don't have space on A.
30 seconds left.
Def perhaps choosing to fight here. He's alone. He's isolated. His teammates are not close by. He's down to 79 HP. Nothing doing. Cryo's got to find value with this operator. It's now or never.
Marv just snuck himself all the way down orange. Look at the spot. He's got a crossfire that Crashes can swing off of.
Oh no, there it is. He's able to get one. The swing out is there, but it gets traded. Number still in favor of OpTic as it gets brought back through a 3v2. It's just Cryo now as Finesse finds 2 massive kills. Cryo's gonna have to do it himself. Again, the glass cannon, no armor to him. And Ye cleans it up to perhaps get to 40. I don't know. It was a lot of kills as OpTic tie us up 1-1.